again, like I can't say it enough, it is a mindset game. And there are so many different things that you can and cannot control, but mindset is one of the only things that you have actual control over. But it takes a lot of preparation and a lot of changing the way that you think about things in order to actually have it work in your favor during that time. What do you think your water breaking will be like? What have you heard? What do you feel it might be? Not like in the movies, more of a slow trickle than a waterfall. That's a great answer. Very descriptive. Peeing your pants. Fair enough. Like peeing. Okay. Thought I'd be able to tell if I was peeing or not. I couldn't. So those are all they're really good answers. And it's so interesting. This is what people's responses were. A slow trickle and then a big gush. Mine didn't break until baby was born, which is actually a thing that can happen fairly frequently. There's something that's called an on-call birth, ENCAUL, and that means that baby is actually born completely encapsulated still. So right out of a movie, I was at a party and it broke standing on the deck in front of everyone. So there you go. There's that. When I was induced, it started to trickle and then they told me I peed, but I didn't, and it kept going, and there was a big gush after that, and I could feel it coming out. It was so weird. So 67% of people said that they had a big gush, and that was sort of the way it happened, but a good third of people said that it was a slow trickle. So it can be both, so just know that is a potential. The other thing that can happen is a combination. So you may have, like this person here, that it started off as a slow trickle and turned into a big gush. What happens is that baby can actually turn and move when that's going on. One of the things that can happen is that you actually will have a little bit of a buffer, I'm going to call it. So when you have that sack of water, it's not as much pressure as if you just had baby's head sitting directly on your cervix. So some people will find that if your water breaks when you're having the contractions, then labor really starts to ramp up at that point. If your water breaks before that happens, then sometimes you don't actually have any difference because you don't know what the difference is. So your water is already broken, you start having the contractions, baby's just head is right there, and you start dilating and stuff. So it doesn't mean it's going to be worse one way or the other at all. It's just different. And again, everybody is going to experience pain differently.